Good morning, everybody. It's Friday. Welcome to Hit and Run Candlesticks live trading room. Appreciate everybody being here. Let's see, we better get right into the stock picks. First stock pick, just because it's first doesn't necessarily mean it's the best. They come in no order. In fact, it's just the way they are on the list here. TTWO. Starting from this bottom, we've got this morning star signal that's rallied up, consolidated, broke out of our rounded bottom breakout, and now we're consolidating here. Had a decent day yesterday with a bullish engulf. Looking for this to move up a little bit. Still think it's going to head toward the 200-day moving average. It's probably not going to go in a straight line, which nothing ever does. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. We're looking at something like that, and then what we want to do is trade it on the swing highs and swing lows, the ups and down like that. Let's see, the next stock we have is PLCM. PLCM. We've rallied up from this gap down hammer. We've rallied all the way up through the big three, creating that rounded bottom breakout. Yesterday, we had a little two-bar double bottom, closed up over the T-line, the 34 and the 50, looking for continued strength here to move up. I'm sure there's some pretty good money to be made in this one. I'm going to skip that one for a minute. TZA. TZA is on the watch list today. This is a pinball setup minus one component. The component is I like to see 10% between the T-line and the 34 exponential moving average. Otherwise, it's just almost not worth the time to trade it. Now, anytime you can make money in there, of course, it's worth the time. But it is missing that one component. Other than that, it is a pinball setup. We're coming from this little hammer type candle right here, even little engulf candle, engulfing the previous body over here. We've gapped up, and then we gapped up again, closing over the T-line. And as in Pinball Rules, we want to be a buyer anywhere above the T-line, and then below, here we go, and below the high. So we're trying to get into this area here because we're going to use a close below the T-line as a stop. The idea is to buy as close to that T-line as possible. There is nothing wrong with buying on a breakout. It's just if you're going to follow T-line rules, you want to buy as close to that T-line is absolutely possible. I'm sorry, I said T-line rules, pinball rules. And then we use the 34 as our first target. Always take caution the fact that the 20 is in between there. DMND. DMND, I think, set up very nice yesterday. It's actually set up very nice the last few days. It's little sweet looking, little rounded candlestick bottom. It rallied up through the big three. It consolidated, popped up again, a little more consolidation, and now it's just making that trek toward that 200-day moving average. Simple up, back, up, back, up, back. Just stair step to profits right there. We're looking for a breakout. Of course, aggressive traders would look on anything on an inside buy using the T-line as a stop. MITK. MITK has acted very well here. Coming from this gap up, we've started rallying here. Now we've consolidated. It tried to break out yesterday, not quite. The high went up there, but it didn't close up there. That's what constitutes a breakout for me. Just because it peaked up there means absolutely nothing. We have a doji, bullish engulf. I want to see I want to see a move up. I want to see a close above this blue line here, and then that's what I actually could drop that bit down to about right there. Close above that blue line, and then we may see this run up to that 200-day moving average. I think a few of us are in this one here. CY. CY is a short setup. CY has been in a downtrend right here. We could draw a line if we want. Draw a line right in there. You can see how it just up, and it just keeps coming up to this area and failing. We have a shooting star. We've had 2 days of confirmation right here. I think on weakness, this may want to continue to the downside, but I would only trade it on weakness to the downside off of today's candle, yesterday's candle, and then especially down through the 20-day simple. We have URI. URI is a failure of the 200-day moving average up here. It's been in a downtrend. It tried to rally up and couldn't make it. So far we've been down 1, 2, 3, 4 days on continued weakness. I would look at shorting this. Maybe some are already short. I would stay short. The likelihood of coming back down that $27 may be very good. It needs to get through that 20 simple. If we start seeing little reversal signals here, then you don't want to look at that short. So we need to see it close below that 20, and that would show that weakness is still hanging in there. Good morning, Duchess. LXK. LXK is another short setup. You can see where it's failing the 34 exponential here. It's been in a downtrend. It's just simply trying to make that little rally to the upside. It met with resistance here at the 34. Now it's starting to move down. Notice how it stopped yesterday at the 20-day simple and tried to move up. This is what it needs to come below. We need to see that trading below this 20-day simple moving average. And last one I have is today's featured stock, SPXU. SPXU, that's an inverse ETF. We've got a bullish engulf 3 days ago, follow through consolidation the next day, and continued follow through consolidation the day after, which was yesterday. A close over the T-line. This is another pinball setup minus one component. The component that it's missing is the 10% between the T-line and the 34. But that's okay. I'll be glad to take that profit in there if I can get that profit in there. We're looking for a buy between basically yesterday's low and yesterday's close. That's what I'm already in this. PBO buyers, pullback opportunity buyers, we're going to look for an entry between this red line and green line. Breakout buyers, you want to buy on strength coming up over yesterday's close. We're looking for the 34 exponential as the target. Always be cautious with the 20-day simple moving average in here. Sometimes they want to come up and then find some resistance there. We don't mind a little bit of resistance, but we don't want it to start rolling over and hold it. We want to take our profits up in here. So SPXU is our stock feature pick for the day. Again, welcome to the Hit and Run Candlestick Trading Room. Glad to see everybody here. And let's see, the market opens in about 6 minutes. I'm going to go heat up my cup of coffee. We'll be back in a moment and see if we can make some money today. Oh, by the way, today being Friday, I'm going to look to close out some positions, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. The idea is to collect some money, go a little bit lighter over the weekend, and go buy groceries. Go buy groceries. Okay, back in a few.